What's up, y'all? This is Pigeon John over here with the shaved mustache looking all fresh-ish. Banana Republic, homeboy. Representing, you are tuned in now to
Moon Garden Media
Podcast with my big homeboy,
Steve Bader.
Steve Bader.
Moon Man back there, well done.
Let's hear it for the Moon Man.
Thanks, Moon Man.
Whoa, it's the bomb, homeboy.
We'll do it live.
So, I got a haircut.
I see that.
I did it myself like I normally do.
I see that.
I probably should have gone to LaBelle's. So the story is, okay, I'm trying to do my thing. Hold on, let's see this. Share to.
Bruh.
Let's go copy link post to the clipboard. Let's go back to here.
You have to delay a little bit for him.
Well, so.
Did you try to do a fade look and it just didn't work out, or what was?
This is one of those deals where I had an issue. Okay, I was going regular, number 2 up top, and I tried to just fade the sides a little bit. And usually I would just call down and ask the wife to do it, but I was annoyed and in a hurry, so I tried to fade it myself, and it ended up looking like I had like racing stripes. So it didn't work out.
So audience, this is why we tell you to visit our sponsor.
So at that point, I ended up just going number 1 all the way around, and now I look like Ripley out of the Alien movie. All right, so live from.
I'm having a good hair day today, so.
Okay, God
maybe
bless
I'll
you. All right.
help balance you out.
Akron Zoo.
One day he'll have all of this, so
And
you can
share.
just copy paste.
All right, we're ready to do a show, I guess.
Ready?
You can hit your music.
We've got a great show tonight. Ladies and gentlemen.
Coming to you live inside the Akron Zoo. Today's episode is an in-depth look behind the scenes at how the staff cares for the animal when the park is closed. But before we do that, we're once again joined by the dulcet tones of Danny Marie.
How you doing, Hank?
I think we just established that.
Yeah.
Just living the dream.
Just gonna continue
Yeah.
talking about it for the rest of the week.
Living the
So.
dream. Just living the dream.
Despite this, tonight's episode is brought to us once again by LaBelle's Barber Parlor. LaBelle's is located inside what is now known as East End, which is Goodyear Historical Buildings. Their state-of-the-art facilities boost big screen TVs, a coffee bar, compressed air at every station. It's like being in a hunting lodge living room. Their guys are making moves and recently added to their staff and now have more availability. Call 330-472-0497 and tell them Hank sent you. You can find them on Facebook and online as well. And boy, do they make guys look good. In addition, they're now carrying their own hair care product line and have shirts available for purchase as well. Check out their first State of LaBelle's address.
If you had the State of LaBelle's address is over 14,000 views now. People are loving it because it's absolutely hysterical. Because they literally do contract signings live on the air with the guys, right? So again, folks, just a reminder with our acne program, you can go to Alexa right now. You can enable the 330 to go morning minute. And you can listen to I do a daily flash briefing every morning right now, and it gives you content of things to do around town, and we give you discounts all over the place. Tonight, if you're watching right now from Chop and Swizzle, it's 330 All Akron night, and if you're there, I want you to take a picture of your food, post it on our timeline, and we will give away a gift card to anybody that's watching right now from Chop and Swizzle. We're gonna have a drawing for those folks, because we encourage you to join Chef Dick for some food out at Chop and Swizzle. All right. Also, remember with Acme, if you go to Acme, orderacme.com, you just put in the promo code 3302GO, and you can get $3.30 off any order with Acme over $50. Okay. Once again, folks, if you're watching right now, we're about to do a whole bunch of stuff that hasn't been done in Akron Zoo history. So hit share that around, hit smash on the like buttons for us right now. Get those likes and love hearts going. And also, when we're done tonight, we want you to want to review the show. One thing we haven't gotten a lot of is reviews, and we need those in order to encourage and get more sponsors. So without further ado, right now we are going to introduce our staff members that are here this evening. We have 3. You guys all want to come on together, or do you want to do individually one at a time?
All together.
All together.
Teamwork makes it
Teamwork makes it great. All right. So right now, Moon Man, you want me to bring one over here? We'll bring one over here. All right. So here we go, folks. Right now, I'd like to introduce Megan, Michael, and Keith. They are 3 of our. Is the proper term zookeepers?
Zookeepers.
All right. So we got some zookeepers with us here tonight. They're all responsible for different areas here at the Akron Zoo. And we're going to be getting a chance to see not only the animals' habitats, but we're going to get a chance to look behind the scenes tonight and to see what it is that really goes into taking care of these animals when the zoo is closed. Because right now, this is when the work really begins, right? Everyone's here during the day, kids running amok, you're all, you got your face to the glass and you're checking out all the animals, but it's at 5 o'clock when that zoo closes, there's an entire another thing that begins to happen. And that's where the animals are really getting taken care of, okay? So right now we're gonna start with Megan, because Megan is our lemur expert. Right now we are in the lemur exhibit. So if you've ever been to the Akron Zoo, it's one of the fan favorites because the lemurs are very interactive, they're very fun, they're very playful. They're still considered monkeys per se, right? But not really.
Well, they're as close as we're getting to monkeys here at the Akron Zoo at this point in time.
Okay.
They are considered prosimians, so they're actually pre-monkeys. So
Okay.
they kind of diverged off the evolutionary line before.
So they're not considered,
monkeys.
they're not primates then?
They are primates,
Okay.
but monkeys are separate.
See that? I already learned something. I've only been here for 2 minutes. All right.
Awesome.
So Megan, right now, say hi to Akron and the surrounding area.
Hi, Akron.
Okay. So she's gonna be giving us a tour now. All right. So the first question I have is, you get to interact with these animals every day. Okay. I'm assuming that they all have their own personalities. They all have their own mannerisms.
Yeah, your assumptions are definitely correct.
Okay.
They are just as much individuals as we are.
Okay.
So they each have their own behavioral traits that I can tell them apart by, even without distinct physical appearances. But we have some that are more curious than others. You have some that are a little bit more docile than others. Some that are more food motivated. So yeah, everyone has their own quirks, and that's part of why I love this job so much. Because I get to spend time with them and get to learn their quirks, so I can take the best care of them possible.
Now, what do you call them? Like a family, a herd, a pod? What are they called?
I call them troops.
Okay.
So we have pretty petite groups here. We have 8 lemurs total. We have 4. The red ones that you saw over here are the red ruff lemurs. We've got 4 sisters.
Okay.
And then in this exhibit, we have 2 different species of lemurs. So I refer to them as one whole troop. We've got 2.
Seems like I'm not going on camera.
We've got 2 ringtail lemurs, Brenna and Gidro. Brenna is up there enjoying her mulberry browse, and Gidro is just kind of hanging out, checking things out. And then our black and white ruff lemurs were making their cameos when you guys were introducing the show. They were very interested in what was going on. Those are what I call my old ladies. They are 28 and 29 years old. Some people ask me how old.
Which ones are
The black and white ruff lemurs.
Okay.
Corey and Condra. I think they went into a back area to relax. So
the normal lifespan is like 30 years or something.
well, it's kind of there's range, just like there is for humans. But what you'll see a lot of is with managed care, where we have all the preventative health care that we can provide them, and a perfectly well-balanced diet that we can provide them, and mental stimulation. They tend to live into that higher end of the age range. So about 25% of lemurs live over the age of 25.
Okay.
So that's
Well,
these are my golden girls.
I'd like to talk about daily care. So to do that, let's head on back.
All right, let's
Sound
do
good?
it. Follow me.
All right.
We gotta wear our little costumes.
Well, and
I'll let you know when you have to put them on.
yeah, and folks, as you can see, we are wearing protective wear, right? And Megan will explain to us why that's the case here in a minute. But right now, again, we're going behind the scenes here at the Akron Zoo, into the back areas behind the actual glass habitats themselves.
Yeah. Come on in. very modest kitchen and storage areas. So this area is where I store all the things I need to take the best care of the lemurs possible. So you might see some toys or some random objects around.
They play with Legos too.
Yeah, so these are Mega Blocks. You can tell your mom because you like to hone in on the toys. So these are all different things that we can use to help provide them with different opportunities in their day, so they can make choices about whether they want to forage for food or whether they want to investigate new smells. Essentially, it's something to engage their
Stimulate
minds.
their brain.
Yep, and our goal would be to elicit natural behaviors too. So to give them opportunities to do things that they would be doing in the normal world that they are from in Madagascar. So
Can they tell the difference between colors?
so they don't have as well developed vision as we do, but they do tell colors apart. It's not black and white vision for them. So
Okay.
yeah.
Now, when we were here earlier, we had a chance to stop in here earlier, and what I pointed out was, my wife used to work at KinderCare years ago, and to me, this area looks very similar to what you would see at a normal daycare facility. So you literally have an entire area and a
Arts
wall
and
of
crafts,
arts and
toys.
crafts and a wall of toys.
My arts and crafts.
And then on the other side, it's a kitchen area with snacks along with all the different food area.
I
And
can actually show you the diet that they'll be getting tomorrow.
Okay.
Maybe
Wonderful. And everything is nicely labeled and laid out.
but I did ask, what's the deal with the disco ball? Did you see the disco ball?
They have lemur
They got a disco ball.
Yeah, so I think enrichment is not only important for the animals, but also important for the keepers. So this disco ball was actually donated to us through our Amazon wish list.
Okay.
We have an Amazon wish list that we upload items that we hope people will buy us, not for us to use, but for the animals to use. So it has yet to be in use with the animals because I'm still trying to figure out how to get the lights placed perfectly so it actually creates that disco ball effect. So right now this is where it lives. And I actually surprised some of my fellow keepers by making a radio call and asked them to come over here. And then I turned all the lights off and I played some Spice Girls and we danced under the disco ball.
Nice.
But no, it is for our animals, so to provide them some visual stimulation. They wouldn't actually play with it directly because those are not meant to be played with by animals.
But light stimulation.
Yeah, it's something different, it's something novel, something they've never seen before. Like I said, it's on our Amazon wish list that we upload things that we hope people will buy for the animals.
And that's a public list.
That's
Getting that?
public list.
Amazon wish list, Akron Zoo. You guys can check it, and you can find things that you can donate.
Yes.
Wish list items for the zoo.
Yeah.
So
And how
check
fun is
that out.
that? You get to shop, but then help.
Yes. All right. So we're about to take a look at some diet.
Yeah. So these guys, do you know anything about lemurs, Hank?
Not much.
Not much. What do you think
I'm
they
assuming
eat?
they're omnivorous, right?
Yes, you're throwing out sciencey terms and
Yeah, I went all sciencey on you.
I don't know about
Yeah. So every day they get something different because we want to make sure that variety is the spice of life for them. So these are some of their diets that were made for tomorrow.
Spinach.
Spinach, you got it. You got to eat your leafy greens, people.
Okay.
The lemurs eat the leafy greens.
Looks like cantaloupe.
Yes, well, sweet potato. There is some cantaloupe in there, some green beans.
What's that brown stuff?
The brown stuff is called a monkey chow biscuit. So this is something, I kind of compare it as like dog kibble, right? It's a nutritionally balanced way to make sure they're getting everything they need.
Other vitamins and nutrition.
Yeah, other vitamins and nutrition.
No.
Raspberries, all sorts of tasty stuff. We actually do something different every single day for them.
So
And
you
we
have-
measure it out to the gram.
Menus.
Yes, we make menus.
So now when you do this, when you lay out the food, is it just open to everyone, or do you feed them individually?
Yeah, no, it can't just be a free-for-all. It would be like a food fight in a public cafeteria.
Right.
You do that, but no, each lemur gets a specific amount.
Okay.
We do have the 3 different species of lemurs, so they don't all eat the same exact things. For example, our ringtail lemurs are quite a bit smaller, or they should be quite a bit smaller than the other ones. So we do have to monitor that they don't eat excessive amounts of fruit and things that they shouldn't be eating because they have a different digestive system.
Okay.
Essentially, everything that goes in a ringtail comes out about 8 hours later.
Okay.
Everything that goes in a red ruff or a black and white ruff comes out about 3 hours later.
Okay.
So very different digestive systems. So we have to cater their food
to match that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
different lifestyles too in their home.
They're little snack cups.
Snack cup?
We're gonna take these in with us. Yeah. So you guys get to come down and get to go in the lemur exhibits with us, which is super cool. This is literally, like you said, first time in Akron Zoo history that
Yes.
this has been done.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
And I'm gonna let Danny, if you feel comfortable.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you take some treats with us so you can offer our girls some fruit.
And I'll just stand and watch. I'll monitor the situation.
Scarred still
So
from
now,
the goat.
before we enter this area, this is when we put our personal protective equipment on. So we wear masks and we wear gloves anytime we enter the areas that our lemurs live. This is more so to protect the lemurs from anything that we could be carrying ourselves, such as cold viruses, flu, anything. It's called a zoonotic disease. Anything that can transfer from us to them.
Okay.
So they live here and they live in a very protected, well cared for world. They're not exposed to germs on door handles and things like that. So we want to make sure that we don't expose them to that here.
Nice shoes, moving.
Yes,
Go.
please watch your step. We have some written things and hoses and cleaning items.
Okay, so to be clear, we are literally walking into the actual habitat
Yeah,
of the animals
And
inside
if,
the zoo.
If a lemur wanted to right now, they could be above you to
Okay.
defecate or urinate on you or just to say hello.
Oh,
They-
nice. Nice.
Let's go. Yeah.
There's that.
Well, what's cool
So
is
there's that.
They're arboreal animals, right? They live in the treetops.
Okay.
So in order to make sure that they're comfortable, they like to be up higher. They like to be up high. So by giving them a shoe on top of the exhibit, come on in.
So we're really doing this.
They know that I have something.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
You go first. Go ahead.
Hey, buddy. I'm just walking.
All right. They know that I have some snacks.
Alright, here I am. Okay, here I am. here. You ready?
I'm very impressed. They're showing they have manners.
See that?
So these guys are trained to do quite a few things. So they already demonstrated the hang behavior for you.
Yeah.
That is something to help them mimic what they would do to hang from the trees in the wild. It also is a good workout for them. It also allows us to get a look at their underside, to look to make sure that there's no injuries or anything or oddities that we would need to be aware of.
Folks, once again, if you're watching, hit share right now and let people know what we're doing, and also hit the like button for us, please. We're in with lemurs right now, for crying out loud.
I am so impressed by how gentle they are. You can tell they're very well, like they're hand-fed daily. They're so gentle.
And this is for their benefit. This is to allow us to take the best care of them that we possibly can. If they were skittish of me and didn't trust me, that would make it hard for me to help them if they were hurt. It would make it hard for me to administer medications or supplements they may need. These guys also partake a lot in training. They will go into a kennel and wait for me to carry them to different enclosures or take them down to the hospital for their annual exams. They are target trained. They also will go into a special little area that we can close to make it smaller in case we ever needed to do like an injection or vaccination or anything. So working with them and having a positive relationship with them is definitely in their best interest. So,
I'm assuming that they're more aggressive in the wild, correct?
well,
Or they seem like a nice animal. You know what I mean?
they don't find humans in the wild on purpose.
Okay.
Put it that way. They won't solicit your attention in the wild. In fact, these guys are they share the same environment as many millions of people do on the island of Madagascar. That's the only place these guys are found, on the island of Madagascar, off the coast of Africa. And they live in the rainforest. These guys specifically live on the east coast of Madagascar, and their forests are being cut and burned for agricultural use because people there need to feed their families and whatnot.
So they get displaced and they got nowhere to go.
They get displaced and they've got nowhere to go. They've got no food to eat. Or, unfortunately, I know this is going to sound grim, but sometimes they are what's eaten themselves. Some of the people there will also eat them. So these guys are face a high risk of extinction in their homeland. So one thing that the Akron Zoo does, and I actually had to do myself last week, if you guys don't know about this yet, I went down to Chattanooga, Tennessee last week for what's called the Madagascar Fauna and Flora Group annual meeting. They are a conservation group that works along with the Malagasy government to help find solutions within Madagascar to save this species as well as others. So I got to go down there and represent the Akron Zoo and learn about how all of our annual donations that we send there are used and possible other research projects that we can take part in going forward. So I was really proud. There were over 15 institutions represented there from 6 different countries. So that's amazing. That's amazing, yeah.
Very cool.
I'm impressed on how gentle and loving they are.
I'm glad you guys had the opportunity to meet them.
Well, it's just the fact that the way they interact, you just kind of cup your hand, pull it up, and then you start
And they're
punching.
like, honey,
So,
they're very gentle, very.
all right.
Say thanks, ladies. You guys did great.
Thank you, ladies, for letting us visit. We appreciate it.
All right, I guess I'll head out first.
Yep.
So you can see some of their diets here. There's mushroom. There's actually some fun popcorn. They do enjoy popcorn. That's a tasty treat for them. Some of their favorite stuff, though, that I give them on a very rare basis are light timers went off. You see that? Actually stagger the lights and how they turn on and turn off just to make it more natural, like a sunrise and a sunset. So.
Are they more nocturnal or are they all daytime?
Yeah, so these guys are really active during the day. They're actually fruit eaters, so they go around finding fruits and eating it, and then they also disperse the seeds throughout the rainforest. You can take those off. You're all set.
What about the other stuff we're doing?
Nope, they said we didn't need them in other exhibits.
We don't?
No.
Okay.
These guys are primates, so we take special precautions to make sure that any zoonotic diseases don't get spread, but you should be okay with the other areas. So.
All right.
I'm used to all this stuff, so I remember to ask.
Thank you so much for your
This
time.
was amazing.
We appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
So.
we're glad, and we're glad that let's. What would you say your last statement about lemurs to sign off from the lemur habitat? What would be your last statement?
My last statement
Yeah.
is that is so hard, Hank. There's only one thing I can say. I can say a million things about the lemurs.
Yep.
But that they're definitely my favorite animal here at the zoo, and they matter, and the world they live in Madagascar matters, and they should matter to all of you as well. And just by visiting the Akron Zoo, you guys can actually help lemurs in the wild, because a percentage of our admissions go towards our conservation fund, and that's how we fund things like the Madagascar Fauna and Flora Group to actually help these guys where they're living in the wild. So.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you so much.
I think
You're welcome.
Are we going with? We're going with.
We're
Keith
going with
next?
Michael next.
Michael next. Okay.
Michael.
All right, so let's head on this way, Moon Man. You all right? You good?
We don't care about Michael. We just want to know what animals it is.
He's getting all serious.
Ready?
He was smiling. Went, oh, there. Well, you know.
That was amazing.
That was Akron history right there.
The lemurs are pretty fun.
Yes.
They really are.
I'm impressed.
Tough act to follow.
They just would grab my hands.
I was
and
shocked,
tell
but
me-
yeah, they were.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
They're so
they are
gentle.
very gentle.
Okay. All right, you're up, man. So where are we going?
What you got
How
for
about
us?
you go to meet some penguins? How about that?
Let's go meet some penguins. All right. So,
I want to go meet them.
you know, a lot of people. Can you hear me? Okay. A lot of people know this already, but just to reiterate, absolutely. What are the hours of the zoo?
Hours of the day, 10 to 5 at this time of year.
Okay. And you do have special events.
Get their school supplies.
Okay.
Local businesses.
Okay.
So they don't pay anything.
Okay.
They come in. They
And they
their-
get in the zoo for free too.
Correct. That's correct. They get their free access to the zoo, and they get all their school supplies, and it's to help them out.
Okay.
So we have Princess and Pirate Nights, another one we usually do, where the kids can come out in the evenings and dress up as princesses and pirates. We do overnights all the time. All kinds of options for groups and things.
Okay. So here we are in what would be considered a normal view of the penguin.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
So Moon Man's going to get a closer shot of that. You want to get a closer shot of that? All right. Are they all named?
They are all named. So as you look at each of the penguins, they will have a wristband, so to speak. That wristband will have a base color, which is either black or white, and then it will actually have 2 colored tabs on it. Each of those colored tabs tell us which penguin it is. If it is a black band and then 2 colored tabs, it's a boy. If it is a white band and then 2 colored tabs, it's a girl.
I see that. Okay.
And no, I can't tell the difference. We have to blood sex them, unfortunately.
No,
That's,
I'm looking at the bands as well.
yep.
Okay.
Oh, so you have to take their blood to
We have to, yes, we have to do a blood draw, send it out, and that tells us if it's a boy or a girl.
Okay. All right. So let's head on.
Yeah.
To see the stuff that people don't get
Absolutely.
to
Let's go see it.
see. You ready, my man? We're off on another adventure. Here we go. Akron Zoo history. All right. So you know, this habitat. I've always been under the impression that penguins only live in the cold.
That's correct. They do not.
That is not the case.
That is not the case.
And that's my point.
So you can't have one in your bathtub.
Right. So.
You can't what?
You can't have one in the bathtub. What movie was that where they had
Oh,
penguins?
I can't remember. Was it Mr. Popper's penguins?
Yes,
Did they
yes.
did that? Yeah.
I did some deep research hoping I could get one as a
Yeah,
pet.
no, you definitely do not want one in your bathtub. Penguins come in 2 varieties. They come in cold weather and warm weather.
Okay.
And most varieties of penguins are actually warm weather penguins.
Okay.
So ours being Humboldt penguins, they are from the west coast of South America.
Okay.
They are considered a warm weather penguin. The place that they live is off the coast there, and it stays about 50 degrees year round in that water, and that's considered a quote unquote warm water penguin.
Okay.
So everybody always pictures, happy feet and all those types of things, and those are cold weather penguins, and they do exist, but most of them are actually warm weather.
Sure. Sure.
So welcome to Penguin Point.
All right.
We think we're funny.
I love them. They have fun. They have fun.
Well, we actually did Richmond Day where we were doing superheroes.
Okay.
So of course the penguins had Oswald Cobblepot out front.
Sure.
So,
Is there a Cobblepot as one of your penguins or no?
no. However, we do have a large plastic penguin, and his name is Oswald.
Gotcha.
And he dressed up as a penguin for us.
All right. So I'm noticing a similarity between here and the
Yes,
lemur area, right?
absolutely.
This is where this is the kitchen.
This is the kitchen space. So this is where we prepare all the food for the penguins themselves, but also for the Tiger Valley, the tigers, the lions, the sun bear, the storks, the panda. There's a few rather small birds that live in the hospital, and we provide the diets for them as well. So yeah, it's a kitchen space. We have that down here. We also have all of the same kind of stuff again. You saw it over there in the Lemurs building. All of the paperwork we have to do and all that kind of stuff. Big meat pull boards. We pull a lot more diets over here than they do in there. So it's a little bit more complicated. Yeah, it's a lot of food.
Lions and tigers, screech owls, storks.
So we go through a box of Nebraska. Nebraska is our meat product. It's a beef-based meat product.
Okay.
Basically think of it like a giant tube of sausage with beef.
30 pounds?
30 pounds daily. Yeah. And that feeds 3 big cats.
Okay.
Daily.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that brings up another question. As far as memberships, all right, so there's family memberships, there's also kind of discount memberships and all that, and then there's daily admission. Does that cover all the operational costs of the zoo?
We are partially funded by our memberships. We're partially funded by the people that come in here every day, turning the gate. We are also partially funded by levies.
Okay.
So some county voters have voted us and told us we're doing a good job, and they have been kind enough to give us money.
Okay.
And that is the other part of how we stay open and around. So that's why
additional help. Okay.
That's correct.
And individual sponsorship, right?
Yes, we do have sponsorships as well. We do community days every year to thank all the large communities in Summit County. And again, we want you to get in free. We want you to come visit your zoo because we are your zoo. We want you to come visit us. We want you to enjoy what we do. Okay. And that's the point.
Okay. So yeah, the reason I ask is, things like that, when you're talking about food and diets and different things that can fluctuate, vary, and change, if any slight variance occurs, it throws the budgets off, right?
Yes, it can. Yes, very easily. So our lions and our tigers do change their diet periodically through the year. So currently they're on their summer diets, which is a little bit lighter, actually, because, it's summertime. You don't eat quite as much. Yeah. But in the wintertime, their diets ratchet up. And we are actually feeding them a lot more in the wintertime. And it's close to a full box. A full box is about 40 pounds of meat. And you're feeding almost a full pound or a full box every day.
Okay.
So that's a lot of meat product we go through. And that's not... Yeah, and that's just here. That's not what they do over with the jaguars and snow leopards and all that kind of stuff. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's a big deal. The grizzly bears, there's a lot of food we do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so much food. So.
All right, so as far as this exhibit, is there somewhere else you want to take us?
Absolutely there is. I will grab this real fast before we go up there. So Megan was talking a little bit about her old ladies, the older lemurs.
Those are hot. Those are pretty.
So, yeah. So, Megan was talking a little bit about her old ladies over there, her older lemurs.
Yeah.
We actually have
golden girls.
Her golden girls. We actually have a golden girl of our own here in the Penguin Building. Emma is the oldest Humboldt penguin in our institutions. She lives with us, and we are hoping my senior keeper, Vicky, is actually at the SSP meeting, Species Survival Plan. All of our animals have one of these. All of our animal groups have one of these, and it's how we keep our animal populations healthy. She is at that meeting this week, hoping to find Emma another older girlfriend. So that way she can have, they are social creatures, so we need her to have a girlfriend or somebody to live with. That way she can enjoy the rest of her senior years. She is 34 years old. The average life expectancy for a Humboldt penguin in our institutions is 15 to 20 years old.
She's been around.
She's an exceptional individual.
And she's not on exhibit.
She is unfortunately not on exhibit, but again, she does have health issues. She has arthritis. So when I open the door and she walk around a little bit, you'll see she's got a little bit of an arthritis walk, and she does have a cataract. But she's getting around. She is getting around, and she is having a great time. So,
and one of the things you mentioned to me earlier is whether an animal is born here or whether they're brought here, they are then here for their lifespan, except for the few that do get reintroduced back into the wild.
That's correct. So in
so
our
you literally are taking them through every phase of their life.
In our ACA institutions, when an animal is born, hatched, whatever, when it comes to us, through however it comes to us, they are with us until they're in. And so we provide end-of-life care for a lot of our animals. We provide beginning-of-life care for a lot of our animals. So we see both ends of the spectrum. It is an interesting part of our job. It can be tough sometimes, but it is a part of our job nonetheless. Absolutely.
All right,
We would love to meet her.
Let's go this way.
We'll follow.
Pardon the noise. This is all of our life support systems down in the basement. So that's a lot of noise.
Okay. Watch it when you step there. Andrew Gentleman Caller. Folks, hit share right now. We're about to meet Emma. Make sure you hit that like button too, and make sure you review this show when it's done. Michael's about to show us Emma here. Emma, you want to help out for us? Come on. I know. Come on. She's right behind the door, so we're behind the door. Okay. There she is. Come on, Emma. Okay.
So how old is Emma again?
Emma is 34 this year.
34 years
The
old.
average was 15 years.
We have had her here for quite some time. The average is about 15 to 20 years. This is Emma.
She's lived almost double what is estimated.
That is correct.
I don't want to scare her.
Come on. Yeah, oh yeah, snack time. No, you don't want a snack. You want a snack. That's okay.
She's probably like there's other people.
She is, but she's also used to plenty of tours and things that come through here. Again, people like penguins, so they like to talk to the penguin keepers and things like that. So, you want to come out and say hi, or you just want to hang out in there? Okay, well, that's cool too. But she does have that cataract. She does have a little bit of arthritis to her. But again, my senior keeper is trying very hard to make sure we get her a buddy. They are very social creatures. Currently, she is living with our large plastic penguin Oswald. That's why he's her gentleman caller.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So she knows he's not real, but it at least gives her somebody to hang out with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, if you're gonna hang out, Miss Emma, I'm gonna go talk to the ones on the exhibit. How's that? All right. All right. Cool. See you later.
Watch now.
Yeah. Now you're gonna come out. You're gonna come out now. She's like, I don't know about all of this. All right. We're gonna go talk to the penguins on the exhibit. How's that?
She looks great still though.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Great.
We're going this way?
Oh, we're going. So this is the side of the exhibit that I get to see.
Gotcha.
So during the day, they'll get fed twice a day, and they know that, oh, okay, yeah, he's bringing the snacks. Yeah.
Right up, right down.
Yeah. And then again, I have lots of baby gates and everything. Everybody looks at me funny when I have those. But,
Sure.
But yeah, no, these are our Humboldt penguins. The ones that are currently here directly in front of you, we have Pedro and we have Guapo. We try to be as we try to give them names that kind of tell a little bit of a story about where they're from. Again, these guys are South American. So we're trying to come up with some variety of South American names. So I don't even remember what Pedro means. I used to know. And Guapo I know is handsome. But we try to name all of our penguins that way they have something. And they do respond. They are all a little bit different. They're a lot of fun. I would not want one in my house, I can tell you that. You guys can't smell online there, but
I can smell.
I was going to say, it doesn't smell so great up here. But if you guys would like, what we can have you guys do, okay? If you hand them the fish head first,
Yeah.
they will take it directly from you.
Hand in the fish head first.
Head first, and they will take it directly from you.
There's a guy right down here. This guy looks hungry.
This guy looks hungry.
All right. He got it. I gave him a fish. I'm not doing that again. You're up.
I'm so excited.
I was. He already got one.
You already got
Now,
one.
what
Don't
are
be
these? Are these
greedy.
sardines or?
Don't
These
be
are actually
greedy.
what's called a lake smelt.
Okay.
So if you guys enjoy fried smelts,
Okay, it smells.
same thing.
Oh,
It's the same thing. These are just obviously not fried.
Gotcha.
These guys will
You're
be
a
fed
little
twice a
greedy.
day. The smelts are just kind of the extra part of their diet. They're almost like candy to them.
I was going to say this is a snack, right?
Yeah, this is more of a snack.
Go for it.
you don't want him to
Oh no, I'm good. I did one.
Yeah, but
You
this
need
is much
one.
more
One
like
for
their
you.
candy. The idea here is they actually have what's called a capelin. It's actually a saltwater fish.
Okay.
And that's actually our standard measurement for these guys. So think about from the top of your
You're
index
not-
finger to the
you're not
base of your
shy at
palm,
all.
That's about how long those things are.
Well, from a habitat standpoint, is that water fresh or salt?
That is actually freshwater, believe it or not.
Okay.
These guys
Sure.
are
Do you want to feed him one?
these guys
Come
are
on, Moon
saltwater.
Man. Head first.
birds.
Actually, I got to touch
Okay.
this stuff. Yeah.
These guys are saltwater birds, but we use freshwater just because it's easier from a standpoint of maintenance purposes.
Okay.
So
Why do I hand it head first?
we hand it head first because that is the way that all the scales lay straight down.
That way it goes right
Okay.
down there, slides down their throat.
They don't have teeth to chew on it, so we have to do as best we can for them.
These three are greedy.
They are. They're
They are.
very greedy about the smells. That's
All right, there's a last one.
Try
Can you
one
get
more.
it?
Do
Can
that
you
little
get
guy?
it? You threw it.
You got it.
You got it.
All right.
But yeah, no, they're very greedy about the smells. But yeah, we do that way all the scales and everything lay
Oh,
down.
that makes sense.
They don't have teeth, so they have to swallow it whole.
Will they let you touch them or no way?
Unfortunately, whenever I touch them, I get bit.
Glad I asked.
Yeah.
No. He told me that earlier, so that's why I was like
Yeah,
nervous
they're biters,
to
unfortunately.
feed him. All right, cool. Watch your step coming on, my man. Another baby gate.
Yep.
All right, so
I'll get that moved for you here.
Michael, go ahead and say the same thing we said to Maggie. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Give us your what would be your sign off from the penguin area? What would be the last thing you want to tell guests about the penguin area?
The penguins are just, they're pretty awesome animals. I would definitely never want one in my house. But they are they're very important from a biological standpoint, and we're really glad that we're able to actually showcase them for you guys. We're really glad. So
Excellent.
thank you very much.
so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. All right, now we're heading over to Keith now, right?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So I don't know where we're going, but Keith's taking us to the next place.
Oh,
What do you say?
my
Mike?
hands smell a little fishy.
Yeah, I'm all fishy right now.
Glad I didn't touch that.
Yeah.
A little slimy. A little... I've had a penguin though.
And then will Michael join us again for the Otters, or are you going to do that too?
Well, I don't know if we're gonna have enough time.
Okay.
We're gonna have 15 minutes here.
Okay.
We run over a little bit.
So, I mean, he could.
Oh, we're allowed to run over. It's our show.
Okay. All right.
So I mean,
Well, then,
hey, we don't get
that's
this.
what you're allowed to do.
Hey,
then.
we don't get this chance, right? I mean, and neither is Akron. So we're trying
Yeah,
to.
that's well. All right. Then we'll have somebody contact Michael.
Yeah.
These are the Otters.
All right. What's up?
Just give me a heads up.
Okay. All right. So where are we going? What's direction? We're going this way. All right. So the next question I had is, so we're talking about daily care with all the animals. We talked about, if they do get sick, right? Is there? I've been told there's like an infirmary or a veterinary area where they go to get taken care of. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we have a hospital on grounds.
It's a
That's
full
all
hospital.
in-house.
I'm sorry.
Is that all in-house?
Yeah. For most of the tests that we do are in house. If you need something like a CAT scan or MRI, Cleveland Zoo is equipped with that.
Okay.
So there's been a number of times over the years that they've taken an animal, thrown it in the van, and bring it up to Cleveland and
Just
get
gotta
it
transport it.
scanned.
Okay.
But we have an X-ray on grounds, portable X-ray. So some of the times we don't even need to capture the animal and bring it down to the hospital. We'll just put it in
They
holding.
can stay in their
and
habitat, in their comfort area.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
So that's kind of like one of the really cool things about that is we got the portable one a couple of years ago, and that makes it a lot easier for
And that makes them more
stress-wise.
comfortable and less stressed. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's wonderful.
How do you guys, and we've talked a lot about animals, right?
Sure.
But I do have a question. How do you guys deal with people that are misbehaving in regards to, let's say they're not acting appropriately around the animals?
Okay.
How is that handled?
Yeah, I mean, if we see it, we'll ask them to stop it. Hopefully they will. Hopefully the uniform matters a little bit.
Sure.
But if not, we always have security on grounds.
Because I would
if we
assume that
need
you guys have round-the-clock, year-round tours from schools and stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
So we got
field
kids-
trips,
kids
we
all
got
over the place, right?
camps, we got all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And something some of our viewers, you guys hold classes for field trips. Like there's actual educational classes in this building.
Absolutely.
There's like a lower level, if I recall.
Yeah. Like what is below there? That's where our classrooms are. We have 3 classrooms, and like what you were saying, like around the trip field, around the
Round the clock.
around the clock,
Yep.
around the year.
Yep.
Field trips. Yeah, there's also classes. Our education department works really hard. They also go out on Zoomobiles, they're called.
Oh.
And they will actually go out to your school or to your. They've done it in party halls and stuff like that, like for a senior center or something like that.
Okay.
They'll go out and they'll take the animals and do the educational program. So, and they also have displays.
And you guys do birthday parties and stuff, and we'll do the classes for those too.
Yeah, the birthday
sometimes.
parties. Yeah, they do that as well. And then some of the birthday parties you're able to purchase an animal encounter with that as well.
Having my birthday here with the penguins this year, just saying.
I don't think that's on the list, dude.
Come on!
Is this where we heading?
Yeah, we're gonna go up, and actually we're gonna go into the aviary, into the lower view of the aviary.
Okay.
And we're gonna actually see what I see every day when I'm actually in there cleaning.
Okay.
And we're gonna see where people might be.
Gotcha.
All that kind of fun stuff, and see, kind of appreciate the birds there.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Animal.
All right. So throughout the course of the year, can you still hear us, Moon Man? Okay. Good job, by the way. You're hoofing it today. Good job, guys. Everybody, if you're out there, hit your heart button right now for Moon Man and his efforts. We got anybody watching right now? Anybody at all?
There's quite a bit on.
All right. So throughout the course of the year, are the animals rotated in and out depending on what season it is?
No, I mean everybody is where they are going to be. The reason we have this aviary is a North American aviary, so we have North American birds that can stay here all year round.
Okay.
Anybody who's not cold weather adapted, they have a back area, or they're in the building.
Okay. I've noticed there's a bald eagle right there.
Yeah, we have 6 bald eagles in this exhibit here.
I've noticed.
This is kind of a. Everybody says, well, how do you have all these bald eagles in here, and why is it wide open?
Yeah.
Well, all these eagles are in some way injured.
Okay.
Exactly.
I did some sort of tour that taught me that.
Just pooed.
Yes, and non-releasable. So these are non-releasable. So if we didn't have them, well,
they would be struggling,
yes,
or dead,
or they wouldn't be around.
So it's interesting because the eagle population has made a significant resurgence in the last few years, if I understand correctly.
Probably the last 30 years.
When I've started to see them, like around Ohio, like we'll be driving, especially that stretch when you're going up 76 toward. When you're going out toward Youngstown, you pass like Berlin Lake and those flat areas.
Yep.
You'll see them like sitting in the middle of a tree, like in the middle of the water right there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's similar to like this kind of issue, right here.
The exhibit, yeah. Well, I mean, what they do is bald eagles are kind of like high dwelling, so they like live on cliffs that are surrounding like water and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's why you'll see them over the water. Like I seen one over Summit Lake the one time.
Yeah, that's my point. Like any area where there's water where they could be up like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Tall trees, and like going at the coast, they'll be like like on the cliffs in the mountains in Washington State and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's head on over. Just follow up. You guys keep going. I'm gonna talk to them real quick. Talk, Danny.
What am I talking about?
Well, we're gonna go see the aviary.
Okay.
And I just like to make a little bit of a point. I remember when he was saying just a couple minutes ago about releasing animals into the wild.
Yes.
Well, we have these tiny little snails that are in the Komodo Kingdom. We're called Portula snails.
Yes.
And back in 2016, we actually, us and a couple other zoos that have them across the United States, we're actually able to send them to London, and then London sent them off to Tahiti, where their actual habitat is.
Okay.
And released a whole bunch of them back into the wild.
Wow.
And we've actually made 2 more deliveries since then.
So just populating and being able to release back.
Absolutely, yeah. What it is we have they're breeding successfully in captivity and in our zoo and in some of the other ones as well.
Okay.
And so we're able to have enough that the people from the London Zoo, because that is where the headquarters is for the Portula snails, the SSP coordinator. They release them back into. They're like, all right, let's go.
When they release them, do they kind of keep an eye on them for a little bit?
Yeah, they do. What they do, it's really funny
right?
because these things are really, really tiny, so they kind of like try and paint them a little bit.
So they can track them.
To identify them, that's correct.
Yeah.
Whenever I go into this, like when I got my kids with me, I got 4. Whenever I go into this or the butterflies or anything like that or the bats, I'm always worried that they're going to let something out. Like my kids,
Hank's kids.
I don't want it to be my kid that lets something
Well,
out.
this
one has a light system on it.
I'm glad that you brought that up because we actually put see these things here. These are actually magnetized doors now.
Okay.
So you
And what
can't
it is-
open that door until these are shut
That's
down.
correct. So you see all the little signs on here.
Green light's on.
Right. Well, it's not plugged in at the moment, but
I'm assuming it's been an issue over the years. Not major, but
no, but
occasional.
because they'll just we have big school groups come in and
Exactly.
well,
And doors are open,
Yep,
and then
yep.
woo!
Let everybody out. Absolutely. So that's what we're trying to prevent. And exactly what it is now it's mag locked, so you can't open one set of doors if the other set of doors is
Yeah,
open.
it's a good idea.
All right, we're ready.
All right, we're
I'm
gonna go down. and
going
get
in there like this.
Yeah.
I don't do the bird exhibit very well.
I got this one. Well, that's why you saw me with the lemurs. I was very cognizant of not standing underneath.
Everything's washable.
After she said what she did, I'm like, I'm not.
Everything's washable.
Isn't the wives' tale that's good luck, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it is.
All right, here we go. Ooh, this looks like Jurassic Park.
So it's just a way, just a different view of our exhibit. Usually you'd be down there,
Right.
or up on the deck. We're going to try and squeeze as many people in. We may have to do a second.
Hey, Mike.
A little bit.
Hi.
There you go.
Hey, Keith, I can bring him.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
Lock this one.
Okay. Same concept.
New concept. This one will swing out, so we have a little bit more room.
Okay.
And again, kind of like what we do up there, we want to have both doors closed so no one gets out. So this is what we see every day when we come into this exhibit. We got people up there, we're down here between. We have all kinds of nest boxes here. We have some turkey food here. But,
What is it?
They're still trying to get in.
I'm still trying to get in.
Oh, there's one right there.
Oh, there is.
We got turkeys.
Got turkeys.
And the
over
nesting
here.
boxes he
Moon.
showed
Yeah,
us.
we got some nest box here. This is for
Moon, look.
the ducks
Hello.
that we have down here.
You see it on this side of the pole. There he is. Big one.
So we have male and two females in here.
Okay.
So this is our North American avian in the United States. So we put some heat panels up in the wintertime. We got some food in there. We also used to have, that's an old box there. What we used to do is we used to, in order to identify them, because we have probably about 50, 60.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be able to really find all of them every single day. So what we do is we actually ban them. And we ban them with an RFID chip. It's kind of the same stuff that's like an emerging, it's been around for a while, but now we're starting to use it in different ways that we're able to detect the birds as they come to a feeder.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
that's so you know while
I work for an engineering company by day. It's beacon technology.
Right,
So,
yeah, absolutely do.
Are these? You got waterfowl here, ducks and
Yep,
stuff?
yep. Well, this is the smallest of the waterfowl collection that we have. The biggest one is we already passed. We went from the lemur building to the penguin
waterfowl
building.
area.
Yes, absolutely. But these guys are blue-winged teals. They're the only waterfowl that we have in here. But if you see that little bird right in there, see the tiny little bird in there? That's a ruby-crowned kinglet. And he's the only one that we have here.
This little one right here?
That little one right there.
I see him.
And that's really the really good thing about this aviary is we have bunch birds that you can find in your own backyard, but most people do not see.
And then it looks like, so there's feeders all over the place.
Absolutely.
Do you have to have them in different canopies, per se?
Oh yeah, because we have some of the birds that don't like to go really up high in the trees, and some of them are like hang on the ground a little bit. Like the turkeys can't get way up in the trees.
Sure.
So we have their food bowl on the ground, and we have the ducks. Obviously, we have their stuff in the water. But yeah, some of the birds, they don't like to go very far up in the trees, so we have them on the ground, and then the treetop ones we have up above.
Okay.
Could we get like maybe 30 seconds of just birds?
Sure.
Just be quiet and
Yeah.
get bird
Absolutely.
sound?
Peaceful.
Just listen to North America.
All right, go for it. Turkey said hi to everybody. All right, we good?
Cool, yeah.
All right, Turkey said hello. That's pretty cool.
And it is kind of nice because if you're here during the day, it's gonna be
really get to hear
loud.
that.
Yeah, it's gonna be loud, and people are gonna be, kids are gonna be yelling, screaming, and talking, and you really don't hear that. So that's kind of if you're in the morning when somebody certain stuff you want to do, it's really quiet.
Do you have issues with all these different birds in one area?
We haven't had that many. There is a possibility that we can have issues, but we actually really haven't had that many. Just very fortunate and very happy about
This time I'll get out right away though. Good? Yep. Woo! All right. That was cool.
It was.
You know what's funny, right? When we quieted down, the turkey said hello.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's they're kind of like what you said. They're North American birds. They're in their own environment per se. They're used to where they're at.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like they're just doing their thing.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, we go.
Yeah,
this way.
We'll go on up. We'll go to Otter. Yeah.
Now we got tag team Michael and Keith again together now, and we are going to sign off with the Otter exhibit.
Can we go down the slide?
I've heard of this. I think the kids.
Yeah. Oh, the slide is big enough for adults.
Absolutely.
I go down it quite often with my
I'd
kids.
say when it first opened, we sent our largest staff members down it just to prove a point.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's how we'll sign off, going down the slide.
Oh, there you go. Great.
Don't you love the things that get you in?
I can see that. You go down the slide and sign up with that. You gotta do the sign up thing. And then you hit the button. That would work. All right. So folks, once again, if you're just tuning in now, you've missed a bunch of fun stuff. Make sure you rewatch this episode. Right now, hit share. Because to be frankly honest, these guys are one of my favorites as far as critters go, and that will be the river otters, right? I love watching river otters. You can sit there and watch them for hours, and they interact with you, and they play along with you, okay? So I'm pretty excited about this part. So,
Quick thing I want to ask just before we go on the otters. So something that I've always wondered, there's a lot of different plants and flowers and from all over.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like your own garden people?
And we have an entire horticulture department.
Okay.
Yep. And
Because I love the signs. It tells you everything.
Yes, the horticulture department would very much like to be part of the
Botanical gardens.
Botanical gardens.
Yeah.
They're still working on it. The
Okay.
whole botanical garden certification process is a very long one.
Yeah.
And
It's
they have been
slightly
working
different than
for
the USDA too.
2 or 3 years, something
Yeah,
like that. They've been
yeah.
working for a while.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Well, thank
the
you.
landscape and just
Yeah.
the area.
Then I hope for sure they're watching
Yeah,
because they
will
don't hear that
appreciate
enough.
Yeah,
They don't hear that
I've
enough.
actually, my maternity and engagement pictures were taken here because it was
really?
the most pretty area that I could do.
Yeah, no, the gardens are beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
And before we go on, I did want to point out you could go to the zoo's Facebook page and Twitter feed, and I think, do you have Instagram too?
Yes.
All right, so you can go to all the zoo stuff. Look at the zoo social media stuff. Right now, there are 2 babies here that are searching for names. They've got a baby chick penguin and a baby musk deer, and you can go and you can submit what you want their names to be, and you can vote on what those names are going to
fun.
be. So
How
make
fun.
sure you get involved and help the zoo out naming the babies right now.
Please
Okay.
do. We have picked all those names. We like them, so it's up to you guys to tell us which ones you guys like.
There you go. So you
Narrow
can
'em
vote
down.
on the names that are available for the animals. All right. All right.
Just about there.
Okay.
And just following them on social media, kind of hearing all the fun stuff you guys do.
Yeah. Yeah, we're always trying to do something fun and engage our guests and especially our Facebook and Twitter followers.
I love how every animal here has a name. It's
Yes.
not just an animal, they have a name, their personalities learned.
Well, and that's as Megan started off talking about, yeah, absolutely. Everybody has their own kind of personality. So like the 2 otters, Porthos and Molly. Molly is much more inquisitive about things, wants to actually check things out. Porthos is much more of a I would just like to eat and hang out kind of guy.
Is he a pirate?
Well, or a musketeer. I mean,
Yeah.
So the otters are fun because they're one of the few animals here at the zoo that actually gets access all the time.
Okay.
So they actually are allowed to be outside here in the evening.
Okay.
So maybe if I yell really loudly, "Hey, Porthos, Molly!"
I think I see one in that
You might.
laying in the thing. It's probably Porthos, based on the baby you said. Once again, folks, hit share right now and hit like. We're about to get a chance to meet some Some otters. Now, am I correct in saying they are river otters, right?
They are river otters. We have North American river otters.
Okay.
There are many, many varieties of otter throughout the world. Ours are just happen to be North American river otter variety.
Okay.
They are native to the entirety of North America and the continental United States, up into Canada and sort of into Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're actually a very, very big success story. I talked a little bit about, I said the buzzword was SSP, a species survival plan.
Okay.
The whole idea of these things are in our institutions is to make sure we have healthy breeding populations. We want animals to be healthy, we want them to be happy, and we want them to be as genetically diverse as possible.
Okay.
That's the point.
Now, from a reintroduction standpoint,
That's correct.
they are one of the success stories of the zoo, correct?
That is correct. So
Okay.
back in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, they actually began the SSP for these guys, and we only had a few of these guys in our care at that time, and we started breeding and eventually started doing reintroductions.
Okay.
Now, not to my knowledge were any done here in Ohio.
Okay.
That being said, they have moved back
Okay.
into Ohio to the point where we have very, very healthy populations. If you are interested in seeing them in the wild, oh, there's somebody who decided to stick their head out. Hi, Molly, you want to come out?
Oh, they're there.
Come on. Hi, you want to come down and say hi?
I see one.
No way.
No.
And she poked right.
Maybe?
Come here, little one.
Hi, Porthos.
Guys, how are you?
She went
Hi,
to
Molly.
get the other one.
They're right here, face to face.
They're going to come down.
Oh man.
We do have a training space right here, which is what's opened up.
Hi.
Hi. Hank's got them all.
Hank's got them all down here at the training space.
How are you? Hello? Hello. You are the fun
So,
ones.
they keep moving around. Porthos is your larger one. He's on the left right now. Molly is on the right. That's our
Okay.
female.
Okay.
They're North American river otters. Porthos goes right about 20 pounds.
Okay.
Molly is a little bit smaller, like 12, 14. She's a girl. I'm not allowed to know. That's the rule, right?
Right.
So,
Now, are they from aggression standpoint? Are they biters? Or
they are nippy, yes, but they are
Okay.
otters. That's just part of their deal.
yeah, I had ferrets for a number of years.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Go ahead and stick your finger in there.
I'm not sticking my finger in there.
Yeah, so they are a mustelid. They are in the same family. That's correct. But they also share that family with things like wolverines.
Okay.
So you can understand why they're
They have sharp
kind of
teeth.
nippy. Yeah.
I love it seeing like the National Geographic where you'll see them like laying on their back, floating along, like using a shell to like crack open a mollusk or
Yes.
something. They're you know,
Yes. These guys could learn to do that, but that's
more of a sea otter.
that's more of a sea otter, right,
More
right,
of a
right.
sea otter, and it's a learned behavior.
Yeah.
So if mom and dad didn't teach you how to do it, you don't know how to do it.
Sure, but that I love seeing those, and I know they're directly related.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm just
so
amazed they come this close. Like they just want. They look like they want to be held.
Again, they have
want
been,
to interact.
yeah, they're curious, and they have been born in captivity. They've been born in our institutions, so they know what people are. They know what we mean. We usually mean we're going to do something fun. They are incredibly intelligent, so training with these guys is absolutely amazing. I'm sure Megan talked a little bit about you guys with training and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are incredibly smart and really, really want to learn. The problem is keeping them entertained for longer than 10 seconds, which, as you can tell, is going to be difficult. They're just they're bundles of energy, but you have to channel it, and that's the hard part.
Absolutely. Both Michael and I have trained otters, youth ones, or the previous ones past.
okay, okay. I'm gonna throw out a name here. You ready?
Sure.
Partula snails.
Oh, we talked about those on the way
Tell
up.
us about Partula snails.
I say Keith already did, so I'm gonna let him go.
Oh, you did already?
We covered them when you
You covered
told me
them?
to talk.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I'm late to that party. All right. Because the point is that I know the otters were some that you reintroduced, and I knew the story.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a similar story to the snails. You know, the otters were, as Michael likes to say, extricated.
Extricated is the fancy
from
term.
Ohio.
Oh, there you go. Dude, that is job security for me.
Oh man. You got a sound effect on that one, I hope. Calm down, baby.
Yeah.
Live.
Wow, that was.
We are doing it
Hey,
live.
hey, we're doing it live. We're doing it live. All right, so we're gonna say goodnight to them. Good job, guys. Thanks for coming out and saying hi, otters. We appreciate it. Oh, there they go in the water. Grab them in the water. They're always the best. To me, they're much more graceful in the water than they are on land.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. They're definitely built more for spending their time in the water. Yeah.
So.
No, they're great animals. They really are. But if you do wish to see them in the wild, if you're very, very lucky, we do actually have them in the national park, Cuyahoga Valley National Park.
Okay.
They are in there in a few different places. The Beaver Marsh is one of the hot spots where you can potentially catch them with pictures and stuff. But I have never been fortunate enough to see them. I only get to see them here, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, we're glad they came out to say hello. So.
They are just a pair. They
What
can
is
do
that?
everything
What's
together.
the red button do?
The red button is a shower that is currently on the fritz.
Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Oh, look, you're there, man. Now they're doing their thing.
Now they're doing. Well, if you wanted to go down the slide,
You can go down the slide.
I'm getting ready to do that. That's how I'm going to sign off. So, all right. So, will they follow me down the slide? Yeah.
They will.
Okay.
They might.
Did you get the memories?
I'll read it. I'm gonna go through the slide and we'll sign off from the zoo. So, folks, hopefully you enjoyed our coverage tonight. A big thank you to Vince, Megan, Keith, and Michael for their hospitality for allowing us to be here this evening and donating their time. But again, the whole point of tonight's show was to get you guys a behind-the-scenes look to see what actually is done to make sure that all the animals here are well taken care of. And I think it's been very enlightening. So I'm going to walk around here. I'm going to climb. I've never done this before, but I've seen my kids do it.
Oh, come on.
Are you going to do it?
I can.
All right. Well,
Let me show you how to. So you know you come in a slide so fast that you fall in the hole.
all right.
Like if you're in her. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Move in. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going to get all static.
Woo! You're gonna fall on your.
I'm doing this. Hopefully the kids are watching. Okay. Once again, folks, we've had some fun here tonight. Hopefully this inspires you to stop on down and check out the zoo for yourself. And boy, was that a good time. We do not have a show scheduled for next week, as we're going to be doing a bunch of snippet coverages from West Akron for the remainder of this week. So make sure you tune in for our preview coverage of the Taste of Akron. That's tomorrow night. We got wines and beers of the area on Friday night, and then the Akron Art Expo will give you a brief tour of that on Saturday during the day. I'm winded. Until then, I don't know where I'm going, but there ain't no sense in being late. Guys, ready? Say goodnight, Shirley.
Good night, Shirley.
This podcast is a copyright of Moon Garden Media.
Production by
Steve Bader.
Steve Bader.
Thanks, Moon Man.
Oh, this a lot of peanut butter.